Hello, Hollywood Times viewers. Happy holidays here from the Hollywood Times. We are so excited. I'm so excited to have a two-time Country Music Entertainer of the Year winner, an American patriot. And this gentleman says the Pledge of Allegiance every day. We're going to talk about that. This is Neal McCoy, folks. Neal McCoy on our show. Woo! So
Hey Judy,
excited.
how are you today, girl? Good to see
Good
you.
to
I
see you.
know it,
I'm so excited. I can't even talk.
but you are so sweet. It took me a while to figure all this stuff out. I appreciate your patience and walking me through all this Zoom stuff.
Can you believe it, folks? We were gonna have a phone interview. I'm like, dude, I want to see your face. I said, I'm so happy he's here to join us on Zoom so we could talk to him. There's like
Thanks.
so much going on. I mean,
There
with
is.
you. So I understand January 7th, which is just around the corner,
Yes, ma'am.
2026, you're gonna celebrate the 10th anniversary of you reciting the Pledge of Allegiance every single day for 10 straight years.
Oh my gosh, I know I'm tired thinking about it.
That, well, let's talk about the beginning, the first one. How did that get in your head?
I just wrote it for a few days. I just went to my Facebook page and wrote it, and I was getting people saying, "Oh, that's cool. What's going on with that?" And oh, that's good. I hadn't said that since I was a young kid, and so I just it and then I started doing it live on January 7th, 2016. And what was happening at the time, the Republicans were just fixing to start trying to figure out who was going to be their presidential nominee, and the Democrats were doing the same thing.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I know they're going to be going at it within their own party, and then the winners will be going at each other. But I was just wanted to say the pledge. I started saying it then on January 7th live because I just wanted to let people know that really no matter where you are or what side of the aisle you're on, you can still pledge your allegiance to our flag and our country every day. And so that's how it started. And then we just started getting a whole bunch of followers and people engaged in it. And now there's a lot of people that especially some of the older folks, my age probably, that are don't have any way to get around or maybe immobile a little bit. They look forward to doing the Pledge of Allegiance with me. They tell me, they write me and say, "Hey, this makes my whole day. I just don't get out or see much anymore. I don't get to visit with people." And so that's why I started doing it. And then about 3 years into it, my mom passed away, and then our dad passed away. But mom was from the Philippines, so she's an immigrant, and she wanted to come to the United States of America. And how she got here was by marrying my dad, and she talked to us three kids and said, here's the things I want you to know, and then you can grow up how you want to grow up. She said, I want you to know your God, and I want you to love your country. And so we did that. Probably my brother and sister uh, jumped to that a little quicker than me. It took me a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
I figured it out now, and that's how it started. And now we just something that we want everybody to join us. If you come watch us at Neal McCoy Music or wherever you can find it, then just click your follow button, and it helps us show how many people are following us. So there it is in a nutshell. Sorry it took so long.
No, good. Keep on going. I love it too, and it helps me. It's a great thing, and I'm
Thanks.
glad that I found you on there too, because it's always followed your career. Have loved you from way back when. I've been a country
Oh,
person since I was probably five. Dad turned me on to it, so I've
that'd
always
have been
liked
about
it.
right.
Right? And it's just like yeah, all you country folks used to come out here to Knott's Berry Farm for
Yes,
they would have
ma'am.
the ACMs back out here,
Yeah.
and I used to go to all the awards and to see all of you guys and women back in those days as a fan was something else. I guess if I was a reporter, I would be bugging you. So,
No.
it was very fun at Knott's Berry Farm because they'd have tables and you could sit with whoever you wanted if you were a
Yeah.
member, and it
I,
just
I
gave me
do.
so much.
And I think too, Judy. I think we dressed a little different.
Yeah.
There was took a little more time to maybe think about what you were going to wear as opposed to now. Some
Yes.
not just younger people, mainly younger people. It's just
Yeah.
like I feel like they're like I feel like when I was growing up and I'd pull in a filling station and that guy would come out, have a rag in his pocket, and say, "You want me to check under the hood?" That's that's what I feel like some of these kids are looking like when they go to the stage. But that's just an old. I'm just becoming that old man. You kids get out of my yard.
I second that. Is like my I lost my dad 3 years ago, and we'd
Oh, I'm
watch all
sorry.
the award show, and he's like, "I don't want to watch this. Who's that?" I said, "Well, Dad, there is new people. Where's George Jones? Where's?" I go, "Dad,
That's
they don't.
right.
Oh, some of them just don't come to that, and it's just
That's
hard.
right.
He just loved it all from the 50s
Yeah.
all the ways through. So I get what you're saying there. Well, bless
Yeah.
your heart for doing that. That's an amazing feat to be. Congratulations on doing that. That's
Well, thank you very much. That's sweet.
let's talk about how you support the military on the USO tours.
Yes, ma'am.
What's that been like? And when was the last one that you've been able to be on?
It has been life changing, life remembering memories. They just have an opportunity to go over and visit with these, and I say kids, they're not kids, especially
Yeah.
during Iraq and Afghanistan in
Yes.
2001. A lot of
Mm.
those were National Guards people that had gotten up in their age a little bit, but all the ones that are, when I go over there, I remember that they volunteered for this. They weren't drafted for this,
Yeah.
so and sometimes we go on a little tour and we entertain them at a few hundred or a few thousand at a time, and where they've got stage or stuff. But and sometimes you just go there, and some of these kids don't get to come into where the show's going to be. They're out on the front lines and watching stuff. So we'll go out there and not sing to them, just shake their hand, hug their necks, and tell them how much we appreciate them. So and so I quit going. My last one was in 2000. It's been a while now, 14, 15, I think. But
Okay.
in the early 2000s, we were going a lot. I've actually been on 17 USO tours, and people ask me, "What's the most memorable thing that you've ever done in your career?" And I'll say any of those USO tours. It just moved me so much that I couldn't. I really can't put into words. My granddad was Army. My dad was Army. Our mother's an immigrant. Dad married her in the Philippines, and
Mm.
so we always appreciate the freedoms and stuff, and that mom tells us. She said, and you don't even know this stuff. These you're going to go do this today, and you're doing that. You would not be able to do that in just about any other country. So understand that those freedoms are because of these troops and that are out taking care of us. So
So does
that's
the excitement overweigh the fear of being over there?
yeah. They try and get us in some pretty safe areas, but every once in a while we'll get off base, and
Yeah.
that's when you run into
Mhm.
trouble. And in 2001, 2002, 2003, anytime I'd go, sometimes you'd have to go off base to visit a school, and those are the scariest times, because then you have a security detail with you, but there's still so many things that happen on those country roads that you're going down, just with IEDs and stuff. So you always think about that, but then you think, oh my gosh, these guys do this every day. They
Yeah.
run this route every day, and I think, oh my gosh, how brave are these rascals, and girls too. They're great women over there.
Yeah, it's something, we
Yeah,
always I go to a local hockey team out where I live, and we every day, every game they always honor someone military, and
good.
we all stand up, and it's amazing. I love that. And you
It
take your
it
hat
does
off.
your heart good. That's old school. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
also hear that Neal McCoy is partnering with Allied Flag. What
Oh,
Tell me about that.
well, they're a flag company. They're out of Kansas City, and of course, I've flown a bunch of different flags just in the
Mhm.
last 10 years on my house and in my ranch.
Yeah.
Uh, I visited with them through Kurt Webster, a guy that I know, and they make over 5,000 flags a day at this place in Kansas City, all American, made by
Wow.
all American people. And so when we were coming up on our 10-year anniversary, they had found out about our pledge. Somebody had said, you know what, you ought to get on board with Neal McCoy, and we kind of they reached out to me, and then we got talking a little bit more, and it made sense for us to get involved with them. And so now they've come up with a commemorative 10th anniversary flag that you can get at allied.com, or we prefer you get it at neilmccoy.com. That way, because I'm going to get them sent here, and then all the ones sold from neilmccoy.com, I'm going to autograph. And there's some great boxes, and it's wonderful. So I'm excited to be with them and to see where this thing goes. I hope it works for both of us. That's how it's supposed to work.
What's this social media so we can put that up there for folks
Oh,
to get the flag and
neilmccoy.com.
Neil McCoy, just like that, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just like that. Yep. Just .com.
NEAL and then MCC, couple C's there, OY.com.
That's right. That's exactly. You got it, girl. I'm impressed.
Oh boy. So behind you, I see that is a pretty cool. Is that a bunch, some of your CDs you got awards on? What is that behind you?
That was presented to us a long, long time ago. It just says over 7 million copies sold of our CDs throughout the years, and there's out of those CDs, I don't know how many are there. But there's a bunch, but
Yep.
about three of them did really well. The others probably not so well.
Oh,
We probably shouldn't. We shouldn't even put them up there.
don't worry. I have them all. Huge fan. What
Okay, I appreciate that.
I mean, we live in the social media and people what
Yeah.
they're listening to. I mean, I have an old iPod, that I have all
Oh
your
wow.
music that I paid for on, but my car has a CD. How do you feel about CDs? Don't you still love that?
I do. Unfortunately, though, so
Yeah,
many people, especially in the newer cars, they don't even have
they
CD
don't have
players.
CDs.
You know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I hate that because we still have a bunch of CDs for sale, and now people go, yeah, well, we don't need that. Well, what am I going to do with them?
I love them. That's one
I do
thing
too.
my interviews, it's like, you have a CD? Send me an autograph copy because that's my payment because I love my CDs. The last car I bought a Ford Edge because I'm a Ford girl.
Yeah.
And I said, I've got to find what's the last model that has a CD player. And the dealer's like, are you kidding me? I said, no. So 2018 was the last year they made one with a
There you
CD.
go.
And I'm like, okay, that's the one I want. Start
I'll
looking.
take it.
And I have it because my kids are like, really? And I'm like, yes, really. I like to open it up. I like to read it first, and then I like to
Yeah.
pop it in there. It sounds so much better. Your kids just don't understand it.
They don't understand. That's exactly right.
So what have you been doing lately with tours? You've been going out as
Oh
well
my
playing
God.
music too?
We tour year round, girl and a half for the last 35 years, 40 years. That is how we make our living. We entertain people old school way. I
Yes.
have a band, I have me. We come out on the stage and we sing and we laugh and we joke and we bring into some of the music and then we just make you dance. It's just have a great time and it's old school ways and it's just by me and my band. We don't have a set list. We just let you know we're here to entertain you. We're going to be singing some of our stuff. We're going to be singing some other stuff. We're tired of some Neal McCoy music, so we ain't going to do that one. And it works for us. It's a great footprint for us to just not have a set list because then
Oh,
if you're watching the show and it looks like we're having fun, that's because we're having fun. We're not locked into anything. So, and we don't have the smoke and the lights and the screens and the confetti bombs and pyro. We don't have any of that.
good.
We just go out and talk to you and bring you into what we're doing and make you laugh and have fun. And so when you leave, it's like, I think it's when you leave a show of ours, we feel like you've been to a great movie. When you've gone and you've stayed interested in it, you've laughed, you've cried a little, and you're just
Yeah.
flat worn out, then that's the way we want to leave you.
So what instruments do you have on stage with your band members?
Well, we got pretty five basic things: drums, keys, bass player, lead guitar player, and acoustic player. That's it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's all
Very
we
good.
need. Yeah.
Does your band have a name?
Well, I used to call them the bunk monkeys, uh, but I did away with that. But now, right now, we don't have a real. I've been calling them Fifth Dimension too, not too long ago because there's five of them. And then we may break into Aquarius when people go the Fifth Dimension. That's so stupid. And I say, when the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then you'll hear the crowd. Then peace will guide the plan and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the. You can hear them. Age of Aquarius. So it's pretty
Yeah.
fun.
That was my next question. What's it like on stage and you're singing and then you stop and, us fans and
I do that a
everybody,
lot.
do you love that?
Yeah, I stop in the middle of songs if somebody makes a mistake or if I sing a note flat or sharp, I'll just go hold on, and the crowd just goes, "Oh my God, this is great!" They tell us everything, and I said that keyboard player just boogered that up, so you probably didn't even recognize the song. So we're going to give it one more time, and then maybe in some other time I'll go, "Man, I missed that. I just didn't get that high note. I am so sorry." They go, "It's okay.
Oh, that
Everything's
is
okay."
good. Is there songs that when you go out on tour that your fans, yell out more than any other song? Is there one out there particular?
Yeah, probably. It's between three of them. Wink, which is a fun song.
Yes.
A song called The Shake, the same thing, fun. Billy's got his beer goggles on. Those are all fun, and we've been fortunate enough that some of our hits have been fun attitude because that's kind of where I want to be. And then your your real old schoolers like a song called No Doubt About It, which was big
Yeah.
for us. Or they're playing our song, but we went on a great run in the '90s, and because I knew in the '90s to put on a great show every night, not mail it in ever, a great show every night and be nice to people. What a concept. Be nice to the caterers and to the stagehands. And that's how you get That's how you get invited back. Because when somebody's looking to book an act, and maybe three or four of us will book for about the same price,
Yeah.
then you'll have people from the fair board or something that'll say, "Hey, what about Neal McCoy? He was kind to everybody. He was kind to, and he put on a great show and engaged everybody, and we get the nod. That's how we get invited back.
And
Pretty simple."
and folks, that comes easy for Neal. So it's like no problem.
That's right. That's no problem. That's easy. Being nice and put on a great show, that comes easy. Just get us there. We'll be all right.
So, do you write songs very often? Do you still have time to kind of do that, or?
I kind of do. I have been I am an ADD kid, ADHD. I am all of
Yeah,
that. So I don't sit well. I just don't sit well. So
yeah.
some people have tried to get me to write with them. And we're about, maybe working on the first verse. And I go, yeah, I'm not doing this. I could,
Okay.
yeah. So I write a little bit, but
Yeah,
not much, and never written any big hits,
yeah, yeah. But
but
I
stuff
don't
I
know,
like.
doodle around. Very good. So, you ever
Yeah.
come out here to the West Coast?
We do, yes, ma'am. We get out there. I don't know about downtown Los Angeles. My son just moved. He just moved out of there. He'd been out there for 7 years pursuing his acting career,
Oh, okay.
and he just moved back. He just moved back to Dallas. We got him back over here by us in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay.
He kind of just got a little scared. He got robbed on the street one day, and the guy put a gun to his head and said, "Man, I'm taking
Oh,
everything you got."
oh,
Yeah, and he called, and I tried to act like it didn't bother him, but our daughter is 8 years older, and he talks to her a lot. And then she ended up calling and say, "Hey, hey, Dad, Swade, I think that thing's bothering him a little more." And I called him and we talked about it, and I said, "Yeah, yeah, get out of there, come on over this way." So he did, and he's doing great.
yes. Well,
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
good. Well, that's
Yeah,
good to hear. Yeah, it's not that's I'm trying to retire from downtown LA myself because it gives me stress that I don't need, right?
yeah, right. Who needs more stress? Oh my God.
So, what do you and the family do for the holidays in Texas?
We're gonna all our family will come in and visit. My brother and sister and hopefully their kids and grandkids will all kind of gather at our house and just really whoop it up, sing, and just act like a real family for a little bit because those days are so few and far between now. When you everybody goes their own way and you got your own families,
Yeah.
you just don't get together as like you used to. But this Christmas is one time that we all do. It's all kind of a ritual and it's sure good. I hate to ever see it end.
Yeah. So, what'd you ask Santa for this year?
I hadn't. Well, I talked to my wife, and who's
Good
yeah,
answer.
yeah. That's right. That's right. I said, Santa. See, we made a truce this year because we have everything we need. We don't need anything else. We did order a couple of great. They're still to be made. Texas. I forget what they call them. Texas recliner slash barrel
Oh,
chairs.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, leather and they're not they're pretty pricey, but they're going to be nice. And Melinda wants to put them in our great room where we've had some chairs there this whole time, 28 years, and decided to get rid of them. So we got some big barrel chairs that are
Nice.
that recline also. Oh, they're going to be great. So
So, when
that's
you
what we
get
did.
them, put a picture up on Facebook so we can see that. That'd be awesome.
I'll do it. They're going to be awesome. Yes, ma'am.
That sounds so good. Well, congratulations on 10 years. And I know
Thanks.
you've already done it today. Do you want to give us another one?
Sure, I will.
I would love to have it recorded here live on
All
the
right,
Hollywood Times.
I'll do it. I'm going to stand up so you can see
Oh,
one of these flags I have in here. Is that okay?
okay. Yes.
All right, you can join me if you want to.
Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. There you go.
My Christmas present.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Thank
That is,
you so much.
you're welcome. Thank you for
Uh,
asking.
we will be putting this interview up on our YouTube channel, the Hollywood Times Official. And we
Okay.
thank you so much, Neal, for joining us and for the Pledge of Allegiance. God bless
You're
you and
welcome.
your family and all of America. And we will get this out there so everyone can know all about the new stuff coming up with you. And we appreciate you so much.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Thank you for letting me go on Zoom.
Yes, thank you. It's so good to see you in person, more or
All
less.
right, baby. I'll see you.
Okay, thank you.